I read one chapter from this book, The Modern American Novel by Malcolm Bradbury, last week, but now I cannot remember even a word of it. One of the problems, especially felt by students, is that they forget what they've read, and this is very disappointing. How can we remember everything we read? And this is what we are going to talk about in this video. It happens hundreds of times that you are going to describe a book you've just read to your family or your friends, but you cannot remember what was that. What is the purpose of reading books if you are going to forget them? And this problem is not just about self-help or student books. We may read novels, articles, essays, poems, and so on. We need to retain information from every piece of content we are reading, which leads to our application of those contents in our lives. We are living in the age of information, and the number of inputs to our mind is too many, so we should be careful about the types of contents entering our mind, because the good inputs results in the good outputs, and we must focus on outputs more than inputs. Am I right? Yes, I'm right. Remember that retaining information is different from memorization. Memorization is kind of a useless task. You must not memorize anything. Understanding is the best way of absorbing information. Once you understand something, you will never forget that. By the way, my name is Sohail, and if you are interested in topics related to literature, reading, literary criticism, and so on, hit that subscribe button to watch my future videos, and thumbs up for this video if you think it adds value so far. One of the simple and useful tips to remember everything is to change the role of the student to that of the teacher. This is not only true about the students, but also common people can do this too. So instead of taking notes as if you are studying for something, you're going to take notes as if you are going to teach them to someone else in the near future. The final level of understanding is when you are able to teach something to someone who knows little about that certain topic. If you can't do this, you are the best. In order to do this, first you need to read deeply, and removing distractions such as cell phones or any other noise, and outlining, or let's say summarizing, every single chapter of the book you are reading. Be careful not to over-summarize the book. You need to be as concise as possible and taking those notes that you consider are the most important notes, and they will be helpful when you're going to teach them in the future to someone else. By finishing the book, you have a complete and useful outline of that book. Reviewing this outline 2 or 3 times will transform the information into your long-term memory. You can also create content about what you read and publish them in Instagram, YouTube, and so on. What matters is the action of creating content, whether anyone cares or not. Another good way of remembering what we read is to make mental links. When we link the new stuff we've just learned to the stuff we already knew, we are more likely to remember it. Sometimes the new stuff agrees with the previous information we had and even adds more to it. Sometimes, however, these new stuff challenges the already established information we had, which is more valuable because it leads to our character growth. One of the best strategies for growing your character is to always challenge your established ideas and beliefs. Reading complex and challenging contents engages your brain, and the more your brain engages, it performs better. The final advice I can give is to always have fun reading sources. If you are not interested in the book you are reading right now, throw it away and pick another book that you really love reading it. On the other hand, always keep in mind that the understanding of some books depends highly on the age of its reader. If you're 15 years old, you're going to have problems understanding difficult philosophical notions. And if you're 60 years old, fantastic literature, something like Harry Potter, is probably boring for you. This is the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section down below. Take care.